I wake up at 6. I eat an apple. I read a book. Do you sound like a robot when you describe your day?
I definitely do not read a book at 6 in the morning. My morning is mostly me hitting the snooze button on my alarm.
Exactly. Real life is usually a little messy. It does not look like a grammar test.
And today, we are going to learn how to talk about your real, everyday life.
Welcome back to Everyday English Learning. Real conversations for your daily routine.
Hi there, I'm Jake.
And I'm Lily. Today, we are focusing on how to describe your day in English.
When a friend asks about your routine, it can feel hard to answer naturally.
You probably know the basic action words, but connecting them into a smooth story feels difficult for many people.
Right. We want to help you build natural sentences today. We will talk about your morning, your afternoon, and your evening.
We will give you simple phrases to practice together. We will also look at a big difference. This is the difference between waking up and getting up.
That is a very important difference for me. I wake up at 7, but I actually get up much later.
I know your tricks. You also told me you have one terrible morning habit. You said you really want to stop doing it.
Oh, yes. It makes me run late for work almost every single Tuesday. I will tell you all about that little disaster later.
We will definitely talk about your Tuesday disaster later. But first, let us start at the very beginning of the day. When someone asks about your morning routine, what is the biggest mistake learners make?
They try to give a minute-by-minute report. They say things like, I wake up at 6, I turn off the alarm, I stand up, I walk to the bathroom.
Exactly. It sounds like a police report. In real life, we do not share every tiny detail unless something unusual happens.
Right. We group actions together. We focus on the main parts of our morning instead of every single step.
So, let us talk about that big difference we mentioned earlier, wake up and get up. Many people use them like they mean the exact same thing.
But they are completely different. Waking up is just opening your eyes. Your brain is awake, but your body is still in bed.
And getting up means you actually leave the bed. You put your feet on the floor and start moving.
This is why my morning is a struggle. My alarm goes off at 6. That means it starts making noise. So I wake up at 6, but I do not get up.
Because you hit the snooze button.
I hit it multiple times. I actually have 4 different alarms set on my phone. 6, 6:15, 6:30, and a final warning at 6:40.
A final warning? That sounds so stressful to me.
It really is. But I need it. So, my alarm goes off, I hit snooze, and I finally get up at 6:40.
That is a great natural description. You used the phrase, goes off. Listeners, when your alarm rings, we often say it goes off.
It is a funny phrasal verb, because off usually means something stops. But for an alarm, goes off means it starts making a loud noise.
English is strange sometimes. So, after you finally get up, what is next? Do you say, I drink a cup of coffee?
No, that sounds too formal for casual conversation. I usually say I make some coffee, or I grab a coffee.
Yes, grab a coffee is incredibly common. It sounds fast and easy. You can also talk about your daily habits using the phrase, first thing.
Like, I check my phone first thing in the morning.
Exactly. First thing just means it is the very first action you take before anything else.
For me, I need coffee first thing. If I do not have it, I cannot speak English or any other language.
I think a lot of people feel the same way. But let me ask you a question. What if you do not have to work? What if it is Saturday?
Oh, that is my favorite day. I do not set an alarm, I just sleep in.
Sleep in is a wonderful phrase. It means you purposely sleep later than your usual time. You choose to stay in bed.
It is very different from oversleeping. If I sleep until 9 on a Saturday, I sleep in. It is a relaxing choice.
But if you sleep until 9 on a Monday when you have work at 8?
Then I oversleep. That is a very bad thing. And honestly, that starts the worst kind of morning. The kind where you have to rush out the door in a blind panic.
You mentioned rushing out the door earlier. Is that related to your terrible Tuesday disaster?
Yes, unfortunately, it is. Every Tuesday, our department has a team meeting at exactly 8 o'clock. And every Monday night, I tell myself, Jake, do not look at your phone in bed tomorrow.
Let me guess. Your alarm goes off, and you immediately grab your phone.
It is just so tempting. I tell myself I will only look for 1 minute, but then I watch a funny video of a dog riding a skateboard.
A dog on a skateboard is definitely more interesting than a team meeting. But then the time just disappears, right?
Exactly. Suddenly it is 7:15. Now I have absolutely no time. I have to get ready as fast as humanly possible.
Let us pause right there. Getting ready is a crucial phrase for describing your day. Many learners struggle with this exact part.
They really do. If you ask a beginner what they do next, they often give you a very long list of small actions.
Right. They might say, I go to the bathroom, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I put on my shirt.
That is grammatically correct, but it sounds unnatural in casual conversation. Native speakers group all of those personal actions into one simple phrase.
We just say, I get ready. You can say, I get ready for work, or I get ready for school. It covers everything.
So instead of a long list, you just say, I wake up, grab a coffee, and get ready for work. It sounds much smoother.
It really does. So, Jake, in your Tuesday panic, how long does it take you to get ready?
On a normal day, it takes me about 45 minutes. On a Tuesday, it takes me exactly 12 minutes.
12 minutes? That sounds exhausting. Listeners, did you hear the sentence pattern Jake just used?
I said it takes me, plus the time, plus the action. It takes me 12 minutes to get ready.
This is a perfect, reusable frame for your daily routine. Let us give a few more practical examples.
You could say, it takes me 20 minutes to walk to the station.
Or, it takes me an hour to cook dinner. You can use this pattern for any part of your day where time is a factor.
For my Tuesday mornings, I have 0 minutes for breakfast. I just grab my bag and head out.
Head out is another fantastic everyday phrase. It simply means to leave your house, or leave wherever you are right now.
Instead of saying, I depart from my residence, I just say, I head out around 7:30.
After you head out, you have to travel to your job. That brings us to another area where learners make small mistakes. The commute.
Yes, your commute is the journey between your home and your workplace. And the verbs we use are very specific.
A lot of learners try to translate directly from their native language. They might say, I go to work by my car.
A native speaker will almost always just say, I drive to work. It is shorter and more direct.
What if you use public transportation?
Then you use the verb take. You say, I take the bus, or I take the train.
So, on a Tuesday, when you head out late, do you drive or take the train?
I take the train, and here is the real problem. Even if you get ready quickly and head out, your morning can still fall apart.
That is a true counterpoint. You can have a perfect routine inside your house, but the outside world does not care about your schedule.
Exactly. If the train is delayed, all that rushing was for nothing. The commute can ruin everything.
You are completely right, Jake. A delayed train can make a perfect morning routine feel totally useless.
It is incredibly frustrating. You do everything right, you get ready, you head out on time, and then you just stand on the platform waiting.
But this brings us to a huge distinction for English learners. We often practice describing a perfect, normal day in the classroom.
I usually wake up at 7. I usually take the train.
Exactly. But real life is not always normal. The biggest challenge is describing what happens when the routine breaks.
Because you have to explain the change to your boss or your friends.
Yes. To talk about your daily life naturally, you need to master the contrast. You must show the difference between your habit and your current situation.
If you only know how to say, I take the train, you cannot explain why you are suddenly in a taxi.
That is a great point. We start with our normal routine using a word like usually or normally.
Like, I usually walk to work. Then you add the contrast. You say, but today, or but this morning.
I usually walk to work, but today I took the bus because it is raining.
That is a perfect explanation. Let us apply this to my terrible Tuesday commute. If I am on time, what do I do?
If you are on time, you catch the train. You step on successfully before the doors close.
And if I am 12 minutes late and the train leaves without me?
Then you miss the train. You see the doors close, and you are left standing on the platform.
You make awkward eye contact with the people sitting comfortably inside, and you are just left behind.
I can clearly picture your sad face looking at the train windows.
It is not a joke, Lily. It is a true morning tragedy.
I am sorry. I know it is stressful. But catch and miss are fantastic opposites for learners to use.
You can say, I usually catch the early train, but today I missed it.
And when you miss it, you have to contact your team. You have to explain the problem.
And you definitely do not say, I am delayed by public transportation. That sounds like a robot.
Instead, you use a survival phrase. You say, I am running late.
Running late is probably the most useful morning phrase in the English language.
It really is. And remember, running late does not mean you are physically running with your legs.
Right. It just means your schedule is behind. You are going to arrive after the agreed time.
It is actually softer and more polite than saying, I am late. Saying, I am late sounds like a cold, hard fact.
But saying, I am running late sounds like you are currently trying your best to hurry. It shows you care.
There is one important limitation, though. You can only use running late while the delay is happening.
Exactly. If you are already at the office and the meeting started 20 minutes ago, you do not say, I am running late.
At that point, you just say, I am sorry I am late, because you are already there.
So on a Tuesday, while I am waiting for the next train, I quickly text my boss. I type, "Sorry, missed my train, running late."
It is a messy morning, but that is perfectly natural English. And dealing with those messy mornings requires a good system.
Which is why we need to talk about how to fix these bad habits, so we can finally have a peaceful morning.
So, we know the problem. The messy Tuesday commute is caused by the Monday night phone habit. How do we fix it?
I realized I need a physical system. The problem is not my alarm. The problem is having my phone right next to my pillow.
Exactly. When you wake up, your brain wants something easy and fun to look at.
So, my new rule is very simple, but very difficult. I now charge my phone in the kitchen, completely outside of my bedroom.
That is a fantastic strategy. So, when your alarm goes off at 6, what actually happens?
Well, I use an old-fashioned digital clock for my alarm now. It goes off, and because my phone is in the kitchen, I do not have anything to distract me.
But do you still hit the snooze button on the digital clock?
Honestly, yes, sometimes. But the temptation to scroll is gone. I just wake up, stare at the ceiling for a minute, and then I finally get up.
And once you are standing, you walk to the kitchen. You are already out of bed, so you might as well grab a coffee.
Exactly. It forces me to transition from just waking up to actually getting up.
Let us turn this idea into a usable tool for our listeners. We can call it the morning anchor.
A morning anchor. I like that. It sounds very solid and reliable.
An anchor is the heavy metal object that holds a boat in place. In your routine, a morning anchor is one small, guaranteed action that pulls you out of bed.
For me, the anchor is making that first cup of coffee in the kitchen where my phone is waiting.
Right. Let us apply this to another common situation. Imagine a learner who always takes too long to get ready because they never know what to wear.
Oh, that is a classic time trap. You stand in front of the closet for 10 minutes, just staring at your shirts.
So, their morning anchor happens the night before. They choose their clothes on Monday night and put them on a chair.
Then, first thing on Tuesday morning, they see the clothes. They do not have to make a choice. They just put them on and get ready.
It completely removes the friction. But let us look at a difficult case. What if you cannot control your morning?
Like if you have a young toddler who wakes up at a different time every single day?
Exactly. That breaks a strict schedule. You cannot control when a baby wakes up.
So, how do you use an anchor in that situation?
You make the anchor flexible and personal. Maybe your anchor is simply drinking one large glass of water before you check any messages or emails.
I see. Even if you are holding a crying baby, you can still drink a glass of water. It signals to your brain that your day has officially started.
Yes, it grounds you. So, Jake, let us practice using our new vocabulary to describe your new, ideal Tuesday routine.
Okay, here we go. My alarm goes off at 6. I wake up, I do not look at my phone, and I get up by 6:10.
That is incredible progress. What is next?
I walk to the kitchen, grab a coffee first thing, and it takes me 45 minutes to get ready without rushing.
That sounds so peaceful. And when do you leave the house?
I head out around 7, I walk to the station, and I catch the early train with plenty of time.
No more panic. And do you have to text your boss?
No more texting that I am running late, unless of course the train breaks down, but that is entirely out of my hands.
That is true. You can fix your morning anchor, but you cannot fix the city transit system.
I am only human, Lily. But now that we have a good morning system, it is time to review all the great vocabulary we used today.
Welcome to Meaning Moments. This is where we review the most important vocabulary from today. Jake, are you ready?
I am ready. I have my coffee, my phone is far away in the kitchen, and I am wide awake.
That is perfect. Let us start with the biggest physical difference we talked about today. Wake up versus get up.
Right. Wake up is when your eyes open. Your sleep is finished, but you are still in bed. Get up is when your body actually leaves the mattress.
Let us practice. Listeners, please repeat out loud. I wake up at 6, but I get up at 6:30.
I wake up at 6, but I get up at 6:30.
Excellent. Our second phrase is, what makes you wake up? When your alarm rings, what do we say?
We say the alarm goes off. It is a phrasal verb. Remember, off usually means stop, but for an alarm, it means it starts making noise.
Let us hear that in a sentence. Repeat. My alarm goes off at 6.
My alarm goes off at 6.
Great. Our third point is about the weekend. What is the difference between sleeping in and oversleeping?
Sleeping in is good. It is a relaxing choice to stay in bed late on a day off. Oversleeping is bad. It means you accidentally slept past your alarm on a workday.
Let us practice the good one. Repeat. I love to sleep in on Saturdays.
I love to sleep in on Saturdays.
Phrase number 4 replaces a long, boring list of morning actions.
Get ready. This is so much better than saying you wash your face, brush your hair, and put on your shoes. You just group it all together.
Exactly. Repeat. I need 20 minutes to get ready.
I need 20 minutes to get ready.
Phrase number 5 is for leaving the house.
We say, head out. It sounds very natural for a daily routine.
Let us practice. Repeat. I grab my bag and head out.
I grab my bag and head out.
And our sixth and final core phrase is your Tuesday survival phrase.
Running late. You use this when your schedule is behind and you need to warn someone before you arrive.
Yes. It is softer and more polite than just saying, I am late. Repeat. Sorry, I am running late this morning.
Sorry, I am running late this morning, and hopefully I will never have to text that to my boss again.
I hope not. Now it is time for our Say It Better speed round. I will give you a robotic or awkward sentence, and Jake, you upgrade it to natural English.
I am ready. Give me your worst robotic sentences.
Number 1. My alarm clock opens at 7.
Say it better. My alarm goes off at 7.
Number 2. I do my clothes and face for work.
Say it better. I get ready for work.
Number 3. I drink a fast coffee.
Say it better. I grab a coffee.
Number 4. I depart my residence at 8.
Say it better. I head out at 8.
Number 5. I am delayed by public transportation.
Say it better. I am running late. Or, I missed the train, so I am running late.
Okay, that was excellent. You survived the speed round.
Thank you. I feel very prepared for any morning conversation now.
Before we finish this section, we have a small guided practice task for our listeners. We want you to practice the useful time frame we learned earlier.
The structure is, it takes me, plus the amount of time, plus the action.
Exactly. I will ask a question, and I will pause. Listeners, I want you to answer out loud using a complete sentence.
You can fill in the blank with your real time. Ready?
Question 1. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
You can say, it takes me 30 minutes to get ready. What is your real answer? Say it now.
Question 2. How long does it take you to commute to work or school?
You could answer, it takes me an hour to commute. Try saying your real answer out loud right now.
Great job! Practicing these frames out loud is the best way to build your speaking confidence.
Absolutely. And speaking of confidence, let us bring all of this together so we can finally conquer our routines.
Welcome to the final part of our morning routine episode. Before we recap, let us do a quick memory check.
My memory is excellent, especially after my coffee. Test me.
Okay, what is the difference between waking up and getting up?
Waking up is just opening your eyes in bed. Getting up is physically leaving the bed and standing up.
Perfect. And what is a morning anchor?
It is one guaranteed action that pulls you out of bed and starts your routine. For me, it is walking to the kitchen for coffee.
Exactly. It forces you to get up, instead of just waking up and looking at your phone.
And it helps me avoid my terrible Tuesday habit, so I do not have to text my boss that I am running late.
You have a great memory today. These small distinctions really help you sound more natural when you talk about your day.
They do. When you group small actions into phrases like get ready and head out, your English sounds much smoother.
And it is completely okay if your real morning is a little messy. You do not have to describe a perfect robotic schedule.
Real life is messy. Trains get delayed, alarms get snoozed, and sometimes you just oversleep.
But now you have the vocabulary to explain all of those messy situations naturally.
This brings us to today's comment question. We want to hear about your real mornings.
Please leave a comment and tell us, what is your morning anchor? What is the one thing that always gets you out of bed?
I hope someone says a dog riding a skateboard.
Maybe someone will. We love reading your answers, so please share them with us.
And if you enjoyed today's messy morning conversation, please like and subscribe to the podcast.
It really helps us grow the channel and create more everyday English learning episodes for you.
Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. We hope your next morning routine is peaceful and productive.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Jake.
We will see you in the next episode.
Until next time, keep practicing and do not hit the snooze button.